Today we'll be talking about the law of sines and the law of cosines, which can both be used to find the angles and sides of a triangle. Here we have another example. Our triangle PMN has sides of 6, 8, and 11, and as we only have sides, to solve the triangle we'll need to find all three of the missing angles. And since we have three sides, or side, 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 what we can use is the law of cosines, which is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times cosine of a. And so since we're not using a, b, and c, but we're using p, m, and n, we'll change it to p squared equals n squared plus m squared minus 2nm times the cosine of p. And we'll be solving for angle p first. Plugging in our side lengths, we'll change it to 11 squared equals 6 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 6 times 8 times the cosine of p. Multiply out our exponents and we'll have 121 equals 36 plus 64 minus 96 times the cosine of p. We'll subtract 64 and 36 by both sides and we'll end up with 21 equals negative 96 times the cosine of p. Now we'll divide both sides by negative 96 to get negative 7 divided by 32 equal to cosine of p. We'll take the inverse cosine of both sides, giving us p is equal to the inverse cosine of 7 over 32. If we put that in our calculator, we get p is equal to 77.36 degrees, and we'll have that on our triangle now. Next, we'll use the law of sines, as we now have an angle and its opposite side, and another side. And so we'll use P11 and we'll start with M. And so we'll take the sine of P over P equal to the sine of angle M over side length M. Plugging in our numbers, we get the sine of 77.36 over 11 is equal to sine of M over 8. We multiply both sides by 8 to get 8 times the sine of 77.36 over 11 equal to the sine of M. Taking the inverse sine of both sides, we get M is equal to the inverse sine of 8 times sine of 77.6 over 11. We put that in our calculator, we'll get M is equal to 45.21 degrees. We'll put that on our triangle too. Now, since all triangles' angles add up to 180, we don't need to use the law of sines or the law of cosines to find our third angle. Instead, we'll subtract both of our other angles from 180. So do 180 minus 77.6 minus 77.36 minus 45.21, which is equal to 57.43 degrees. So that'll be angle N. Now we have all our angles and our sides, and we've solved the triangle using the law of cosines and the law of sines.